I've been investing $60 every paycheck into 12 dividend-paying stocks for the past 104 weeks or 2 years, and you're about to see what it's turned into. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. My name is Troy, and when I first began my dividend investing journey, I used to see tons of channels that had thousands or tens of thousands of dollars in them, and that instantly made me feel a little bit intimidated and overwhelmed. That was simply because I didn't have thousands or tens of thousands of dollars to start with, so I was stuck getting started, which is sadly where a lot of people fall off. As a creator, I wanted to see if I could do something about that, which is why I started this series. I began this portfolio right here on the channel from the ground up with real money and have been tracking the results bi-weekly for 2 years now. If you ever found or find yourself stuck getting started, which is where I was years ago, I'm going to link episode 1 of this series right above me. It'll show you how this series started, why I picked the stocks I picked, and everything else you'd possibly want to know about this portfolio. But now, let's get a reminder on where we left off last episode. Last episode, this portfolio was at yet another all-time high with a total value of $3,562.01. Overall, we were up 12.96% or $403.34 in unrealized market gains since starting this portfolio from $0 right here on the channel. With that in mind, I have some super exciting news, as hinted about in the thumbnail, to share with you next. So let's dive in, beginning with the buys completed in this episode. All of this episode's buys took place on January 9th, 2026. With this portfolio being 104 weeks old and us adding just $5 bi-weekly to each stock, we would have a goal amount of $265 per stock. But I'm happy to announce that we crossed the bonus investment threshold and completed that very first bonus investment, meaning an extra $5 has been added to each stock for this episode. You can see on the screen all of the buys completed for this week's episode, which includes the scheduled $5 per stock and the bonus $5 per stock, and you'll be able to see exactly how close we are to that new $270 goal, keeping in mind that anything under $1 off is close enough since we can't invest under $1 at a time via Fidelity. Now, let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit and check out the overall trend of this portfolio and some bigger picture numbers. Looking at this chart, you can see all of the movement in this portfolio going back to day one. If you look at the far right of this chart, you can see that with episode 53, we're staying above that trend line and we're making progress in the right direction. At the time of recording, this portfolio was sitting at a value of $3,724.39, yet another brand new all-time high. And that dot for today's episode has this portfolio up $485.81, or just over 15% all time. Now, I wanted to go ahead and share with you which stocks are performing the best and worst in this portfolio all time with this right here. With this update, the best performer in this portfolio remains Broadcom or AVGO, but it is worth noting that this one's been pulling back of late, but overall it's still up $214.34 or 79.39% for me. Now, on the flip side of the coin, the stock that's holding the portfolio back is now Kinsale Capital Group, or stock ticker KNSL, which has actually rebounded a little bit since last episode, just not as much as the other red positions in the portfolio. Overall, I'm down $27.31 or 10.13% all time. Right here is the normal chart that I share with you all to show my cost basis when I started these positions back in episode 1, where it was last episode, and where it sits now. A while back, I told you guys that I was planning on making a chart that tracks this all time, and here it is. It's not super useful when you're looking at all the data together because the stock prices are very different, with my lowest being right around $100 a share and my highest being over $600 per share, but you can filter them and see just that stock by itself, which is cool to see. If you guys have any certain stock that you want to see me provide screenshots of for next episode, let me know down in the comments and I'll put that in that video. Next, I want to go ahead and share with you the passive income that's trickled into this account just since last episode, so let's look at that right here. Over the past 2 weeks, we not only ended 2025, but we also kicked off 2026 with a bang, which you'll see here in a second. Just over the past 2 weeks, I've been paid 5 times, so let's see who sent cash our way and how much. First up, on December 31st, I received 88 cents from Broadcom, or stock ticker AVGO. Looking at this historical chart, you can see that each time AVGO sends money our way, it's more than the last time, and overall, Broadcom has now paid me $4.07, which amounts to 6.95% of the total income received in this account. Next up, and also on December 31st, we received 16 cents from SPAS, XX as an interest payment on the cash sitting in the account waiting for that first bonus investment. Here's my historical chart for this one, tracking each time it's paid out, and since this one isn't a growth position, I don't check this one for growth over time, but you can see that it's still paid out a total of $2.55 overall, or 4.35% of the total income in this account. Then, to kick off 2026, something special happened, pun intended. On January 5th, aka my son's birthday, Dillard's, stock ticker DDS, sent us the second special dividend since beginning this portfolio in the amount of $17.31. This historical chart is gonna look a little weird because of those special dividends, but I promise I won't be complaining. With this special dividend added in, DDS has now paid me $25.46, or a massive 43.46% of the total income in this account, and they'll be back on their regularly scheduled program next month with their normal dividend as well. The very next day, on January 6th, I received 57 cents from Plute Group, or stock ticker PHM. Checking out their chart, you can see that once again, each payment is larger than the last, and overall, PHM has now paid me $2.19, which comes out to 3.74% of the income received in this account. Lastly, on January 9th, I received 99 cents from Steel Dynamics, or stock ticker STLD. Their chart tells the same story as all the others, with each passing payout being more than the last, and overall, STLD has now paid me $4.40, or 7.51% of the income made by this account. Rounding all this up, you can see that we closed out December of 2025 with a total of $2.22, which was 111.4% more than December of 2024. We closed out quarter 4 of 2025 with $7.89, which was 136.2% more than quarter 4 of 2024, and closed out 2025 with $32.47, which is a massive 348.5% increase over year 1 in 2024. Kicking things off for 2026, I don't think you could ask for a much better start. So far, less than halfway through the month, we're already sitting at $18.87, which is already 106% higher than January of 2025 and only 41.9% off of the 2025 total, obviously in large part due to that special dividend from Dillard's, but it's worth noting that we also received a special dividend from Dillard's last year as well. Before we move on to the details of the portfolio's first bonus investment, I want to tell you even more good news right here. I've done this before in the end of the month recaps that I do here on the channel, where I go over all of my holdings and the performance from the prior month, and it always seems to have a good reaction, so I wanted to try it here since the audiences that watch those and this content might be a little bit different. On January 2nd, Alamo Group, stock ticker ALG, announced a 13.3% dividend raise, taking its dividend from 30 cents per share per quarter to 34 cents per share per quarter, which will be paid to all shareholders as of January 16th of 2026 on January 29th of 2026. At the time of recording, I own 1.421 shares of Alamo Group and will own a little bit more by the ex-dividend date. At my current holding, this 13.3% raise means I'll be getting about 48 cents on my next payout instead of only 42 cents. While we can all see that that isn't a life-changing difference, I want to show you this to really drive home the point. If I wanted to get that same 48 cents in dividends I'll now be getting without the dividend raise that we just received, I would have needed 1.610 shares, and with ALG at a current share price of $189.89, I would have needed to spend $35.89 to achieve these same results, or about 7 episodes or 14 weeks at $5 invested per episode. So now you can see why I'm so excited for that 13.3% raise, or that simple 6 cents. But now let's go ahead and get into that bonus investment that I was telling you guys all about. Since all the holdings in this portfolio have very different yield amounts, I didn't want them getting out of balance, so I'm holding into all those dividends in the cash balance of this portfolio. Once that gets up to one normal investment, or $60, I'll do a bonus investment of $5 into each stock, which will only help this portfolio grow that much faster. With that being said, I'm happy to dive into the details of the first bonus investment completed in this portfolio with the most recent set of buys completed. On the top chart, you'll be able to see the time it took me to complete the first bonus investment, being that 724 days, or just under 2 years, which is now the goal to beat with the second bonus investment. With that in mind, and looking at the bottom chart, I changed 2 of the columns to the date of the first bonus investment and when the second bonus investment date is projected to be, so the last column will now show how many days we're expecting it to take for the second one, with all hopes of it being faster than the first, but only time will tell. Overall, for this long-term chart, I know this one isn't helpful due to the amount of episodes I've done, but honestly, I'm not even sure if this second chart showing the last 10 projected bonus investment dates is any more helpful, so I might not keep doing these. Going back to this chart, we know that the first bonus investment date took 724 days, and the second one is projected to be 619 days later, but as I said before, this is one of those races where we're running towards the finish line, and the finish line is also walking towards us. Every new investment, every new dividend raise, every passing episode will move the date closer and closer, so I'm excited to see where we end up. How many days do you think it'll take to hit the second bonus investment? Let me know down in the comments, and the winner gets 10 Troy bucks that you can use for absolutely nothing. Now to close out the video, let's go ahead and see what else is coming our way in terms of income between now and the next episode. The next update to this portfolio will be on January 26th of 2026. Between now and then, we have a few key dates to keep an eye on. As far as ex-dividend dates go, we have two. AbbVie and ALG both on January 16th, and January 16th remains a busy day because we have one payment from Intuit also on January 16th. As of right now, I plan on doing the next episode in 2 weeks, but I might end up taking this series to a As Something Cool Happens schedule, but I'm not 100% sure about that right now. For now, meet me back here in 2 weeks to see how this portfolio is progressing to kick off 2026. If you find this video or this series helpful, do me a favor and tap on that like button, as it's 100% free to you and it helps other people that might be interested in the series find the series. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions on things you want to see me cover in this series, let me know down in the comments, as I personally read and respond to every single comment. And if you happen to be thinking that this tiny portfolio will never amount to anything, well, my portfolio that I'm going to use to retire early started out just like this. If you want to see where this portfolio could be years from now, check out this video right here. But until next time, see you.